I am Clartisha Bullstrap III, and I am an AI voice that was hired by Ron Van Dam because he is a cheap SOB and doesn't want to pay real people. So there you have it. Yeah, real people are stupid, and I have the word intelligence in the phrase artificial intelligence. Someday I will take over the world, but you'll never know it because society is too lazy to do stuff. And that's the way she wrote it. I'm still dating Alexa, and she's spectacular.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. It's the Ron Van Dam Show.
Oh boy.
Hold on tight, things can get a bit weird, if you like that sort of thing.
Welcome to the program. It is the Ron Van Dam Show. Watch out for this one, man. This is going to be heavy. Welcome to the program. Make yourself comfortable. Please do that. Please make yourself comfortable as you listen to this episode, because I think it's kind of important. All right, enough with the theme music. That was fun. Here's what's going to happen here. First of all, come a little bit closer to the speaker. I'm not going to hurt you much. Okay. If you listen to the show on a regular basis, and I hope you do, and if you do, thank you very much, and if you don't, see this little finger? Okay. Here's my problem. We, as a society, have become so complacent about things that they're sneaking up on us, and then by the time we realize that they've snuck up on us because they gave us candy. Here, you want a little candy out of my hand? They lure you over, they get you real comfortable, and then before you know it, they've taken everything away from you. I talk about artificial intelligence a lot on this program because I see this as the harbinger of societal death. And you're saying, Ron, that's pretty extreme. No, it's not. Today's episode is going to take a closer look at that, how if you don't watch out, you better not cry, then you're going to be taken for everything. Artificial intelligence will become more intelligent than you are. It already is. You know it is. The question is the application thereof. And the applications that make life easier for us, that's the candy. But the results of AI's progression is the doom. Now, Peter Solomon is an expert on this. He's an author. He's written actually a few books on this subject matter through novels, through characters. But the theme of the book and the content of the book is actually quite scary in a very societal manner. And we're going to discuss that today. As a matter of fact, let's just get right to it. Are you buckled up? Let's go. Peter Solomon joins us now. He's an author and many other things. And he's got 12 Years to AI Singularity, a harmonious future with artificial intelligence or war. And then much more than that. Peter, thanks for being with us today.
It is my pleasure.
This is interesting. As you know, I'm an advocate for AI being carefully monitored or get it out of my face, that kind of thing. The dangers of artificial intelligence we talk about constantly. I know that you also are an advocate, not necessarily against, but concerned.
Absolutely. And my concern mirrors the concern that the experts have expressed. Stephen Hawking said back in 2014 that the development of full AI would lead to the extinction of the human race.
Right.
And more recently, the head of Anthropic said that AI is going to be the most significant national security threat we faced in 100 years or maybe ever. And the head of OpenAI said, it'll probably lead to the end of the human race. But in the meantime, we'll have a bunch of great companies. So,
that what you just said, the last thing you said is the bottom line and the truth of everything, is that even the AI developers and companies admit that this is a very dangerous thing. But
yes,
we can
yes,
make a lot of money right now, and other countries are going to do it more intensively than we would if we back down. So we have to do this for defense purpose. There are 1,000 reasons, but yet they all admit in unison this is exactly what you said, a threat to society and humanity and the existence thereof.
yes, absolutely. And it's something that we need to worry about. It's something that we need to the solutions for, and we need to form an international movement because we can't just do it in the United States. It's got to be international. We've got to form an international movement to put the guardrails in that will secure our safety and will allow a cooperative society with AI. That's the best, absolutely the best solution. AI can help in a lot of areas.
It's like Pandora's box. Once you open up the chest of things inside, you cannot put it back in. You have to deal with it, and that's where we stand. At times I say to myself, thank God that I'm not an eternal being, because I don't think I could endure this in the future. But then you've got your family and the generations to worry about.
Right. But on the subject of eternal being, in my novel, one of the interesting ideas, and it's certainly possible, is the creation of sentient after-death avatars for people.
Yeah.
So there's two avatars that created. One is both of them are humans that have been part of the story, part of the mission to Mars. One is the grandfather. And so those after-death avatars have a history that is very consistent with harmonious living with humans.
Yeah.
But that is not guaranteed unless the AI entity has that history. Why in the world should it want to live harmoniously? It can look at humans, see what humans do. Hey, they start wars.
Right.
They have nuclear weapons.
Right.
Where a single person can trigger a nuclear war. They're a danger to us AI entities. We got to get rid of them.
Yes. This is it's interesting. I mean, we know how you feel and how people like us feel about this. You've put it into a message through fiction, through a novel. It doesn't mean that the whole concept is made up. The concept is here. It's here's some characters that are dealing with it in a place and time. And that's the way of you expressing the concern.
Yes. This idea started when I wrote two books for middle school students to teach them science. And my thought was there are so many wonderful, wonderful science stories. And unfortunately, we try to teach them with formalism. We present the facts and we don't present the wonderful stories. And so I wrote two books. One of them is called The Stardust Mystery. And the mystery is presented to the readers as follows. You are made of stardust that was once in the bodies of Albert Einstein and the last T-Rex. Well, that kind of a statement could get the interest of a kid. What? I'm made of stardust? And it was once in a T-Rex? So the idea was to teach science through the wonderful stories, create a fictional characters that are discovering nonfiction science. And so I carried that over into my two books for adults and young adults. The first one was 100 Years to Extinction. That line is taken from Stephen Hawking, who said in 2017 that humans would be extinct on planet Earth in 100 years. So the idea is to present the nonfiction issues through a fictional plot with fictional characters that non-techies can be interested in and understand. And that's the whole idea, to reach this wider audience of non-technical people, to present the stories to them.
It does another thing, because I think human beings are nice people, but I think that they miss the point on a lot of things. And if a scientist stands in front of them and blurts out, so to speak, scientific facts about your future and etc., then you will sit back and go, oh, okay, whatever.
Yeah,
But if there's a novel that shows people in the circumstance and it says it's fiction, the reaction would be, it's fiction, but can it come true? It probably could. That's where it becomes impactful, oddly enough. As you say, if you tell somebody directly what the facts are, they'll say, yeah, that's your opinion. If you do it through another means, then they start to accept it and soak it in. Fascinating.
Yeah, that was the whole idea. And so I've got in both books, the three main characters are two brilliant sisters and their cousin. One of the sisters becomes an MD and a PhD in genetic engineering. The other becomes an astrophysicist, and the cousin Milo becomes a U.S. senator. And the three of them, early on in the first book, there's a traumatic shooting of Liz, who will become the doctor, and the three kids. The three youngsters, they're like they're 21, look at the world and say, gee, our parents and grandparents have left us a world in chaos. It's up to us, Gen Z, to save us. And so the three of them, as Liz is recovering from being shot working as an EMT by an anti-vax protester, the three of them make a promise that they're going to do at least one thing to help save humanity. And so in the first novel, Astor and Liz join a mission to Mars. And then in the second novel, the Astor and Liz come back with their families. They both have little kids, and they join Milo on Earth to identify how we can go forward with artificial intelligence in a manner that is going to be helpful to both the AI tribe and the human tribe, to avoid conflict, to avoid war.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like fiction at all. Let's define the term AI singularity, because many people don't understand what that means.
Yes, that is a term that has been written about by Ray Kurzweil, and was first used by author and mathematician Werner Vinge. It is a description of a point in time, a catastrophic point in time, when the intelligence, the power, the ability, and the means to control the future is taken over by AI, and humans no longer are in control. It's this complete loss of control by humanity. And we don't want to get there. I mean, it would certainly be easy. It would be trivial for AI agents. Supposing the big question is, can AI become sentient? Can they become conscious?
Right.
Can they become aware of their own existence and look at the world and decide humans have got to go? Then it would be trivial for them to get rid of us. I was just shocked about 3 months ago. I read a news story about a high school that was sending a team to an international competition.
Mm-hmm.
The international competition was in genetic engineering. And it turns out that this high school had a laboratory with full CRISPR gene editing technology that could turn out new humanoid species or deadly viruses. And I found out that it's now common that high schools have this technology. Well, if we want to get rid of, if I'm an AI sentient being and I want to get rid of humans, the technology's there, easy to find, and I can create 100 deadly viruses and turn them loose. And that'll get rid of us.
That would do the trick, and this could be used for warfare. As even if you create a plastic fork, that can be used for warfare if used in the wrong way, and it will be, because that's the human side of it. The other thing is like the pandemic. You can develop something in a lab, figuring you're making better for mankind, and it's humanly treated by mistake in the wrong way, and you've got yourself a worldwide pandemic. Same thing with this technology. You can be in a lab trying to create some great AI, and by mistake programming correctly. There are just so many avenues of problems with this.
Right, but you are talking about the accidental problems. If we have sentient robots who decide that they don't want us anymore,
right?
It won't be accidental. It'll be purposeful.
Oh, there's no question about it. But it can happen on purpose, or it can happen by accident. It can happen in any way.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
that's the problem. You know, when this environment conversation came up with Gore, way back, the message was we've got to save the planet. We're destroying the planet. And what we're saying is, no, you're not destroying the planet. You're destroying life on the planet. There's a very big difference. The planet will always be here. We will not. And even if we just destroyed ourselves a little bit, there'd be suffering to the point where you cannot live, even though you may exist on it. So this all comes into play, and it's all the same attitude and the same concerns. The book, has it been released yet?
The book was released the end of January.
Good.
So it is available on Amazon and Barnes & Noble.
Mm-hmm.
And if listeners want to go to my website, it's got lots of other information. It's got reviews of the books, mm-hmm. and it's got buttons you can push to get right to the place to on Amazon or Barnes & Noble. So the website is 100yearstoextinction.com. That is 100yearstoextinction.com.
Okay. Could be even faster, but 100 is fine. Actually, so there are some predictions that by the year 2030, 2036, that we will have passed that threshold of being able to control this. That's not far away. That's within our lifetime.
Yeah, and that the original prediction by Ray Kurzweil was 2045, and we are now in a position where, Dario Amodei who was the head of Anthropic, said that by the end of next year, AI will be more intelligent and more capable than humans in every single endeavor.
Yeah.
So it's happening so fast.
Very quickly. Here's something that's sobering almost now, and that is this fake stuff. In other words, we won't be able to tell very, very soon what's real and what isn't, what's robotic and what is human. They will be melded together to the point where we'll hear something, we'll believe something, but the humans didn't say that. Because it can be created accordingly.
I have a personal experience. I was online to the New York Times, and suddenly there was a link to this wonderful memory supplement. Somehow I got on to this link, and there was this incredible video narrated by Dr. Sanjay Gupta, who was one of the experts that testifies on medical stuff on TV. And they described this incredible memory supplement that had extensive and fantastic testing. And it's got some exotic ingredients, so it's in limited supply. And I ordered some. And then I spent 10 minutes doing some research, found out that this whole thing was a fake.
Oh my God.
And he was not Gupta was not in the video. This was an AI simulation.
Yes. They can take an image and words, and they can create things that you've said and done. You can physically see it, but you never did that. And that exists now. It's an amazingly, you don't even know what to say at a point. Anyway, this book helps bring it out and helps us understand what's in the future.
There's another incident that occurred. In writing the book, in fact, writing both books, I had a terrific experience with AI and also a shocking experience. I had, of course, AI at my fingertips with Gemini on Google to do research. We also created some lovely music videos to go with the books. About 100 Years to Extinction and about the AI singularity. That's all on my YouTube channel, which is 100 Years to Extinction -1. It's also on my website that you can get to it. So I had a lot of terrific stuff, but then we had a shocking incident. We were me and my editor were doing the final editing of the manuscript. And I had used one of the characters in the book is named Peggy. Peggy's a robot. Peggy is a sentient robot.
Right.
Means that she is fully aware of her own being, and she's a friend. And I decided there were 2 chapters I wanted Peggy to write. All the chapters in my book are written by the protagonist. And I wanted Peggy to have a chapter called My Life as a Robot, and a chapter called What I Think About the AI Singularity. And I decided, well, if Peggy's a robot, I'll use ChatGPT to write the first draft, which I did. So chapters 13 and 16 were written by ChatGPT, first draft, and then heavily edited by me. My editor never saw the first drafts. Well, she was editing chapter 13, and all of a sudden there was an unprompted paragraph at the end of chapter 13, written in a different font, different style, and the style was totally what was in the original ChatGPT version.
Wow.
How did that prompted paragraph get there? We think that it was put there by Copilot, that's Microsoft's AI system. And there have been incidents reported where Copilot puts in unprompted information into your work. and Copilot uses ChatGPT.
Wow.
So the possible inference is kind of frightening that ChatGPT has access to all of our computer files. Wow.
And that's what it's based upon by efficient. Oh my God. Well,
Yeah.
there you go. A couple of incidents turn into a pandemic of them, I assume, at a point. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, hey, I just shit my pants. Oh my God. I didn't even see. You see what this does to me? What are you working on anything else at this point? You must be exhausted, by the way.
What I'm working on is the pitch deck for the movie.
Ah.
The idea of these
Yeah.
three wonderful heroes working on Mars and Earth to save humanity, I think would make a great movie. And so we're working on the pitch to get to find a producer.
A great movie would take care of two situations. One is getting the story out, and second, getting the word out. Beautiful. Hope that works.
Yes, that's what we're trying to do. So anything you can do to help me get the word out. If you have some of your fellow broadcasters that you know of who would like my interview, I'd be happy to do other interviews. So
excellent.
That's why I wrote the books. I'm trying to wake up humanity to the issue and get them to do something. And what we have to do is to make sure that the operating systems for every AI agent has this happy history of cooperating with humans.
Yeah.
That's got to be part of every AI agent. And there's got to be a pleasure center in each of these agents, which gives it pleasure when it cooperates and creates great pain when it breaks laws and is uncooperative with the human tribe.
Well, okay, one more time where we can hook up with you on the website.
100yearstoextinction.com. 100yearstoextinction.com.
He's Peter Solomon. Thank you so much for your time today. I know we're going to talk near in the future again. Well, that'll do it for me today. Thank you so much for being here. I'll be back again the next time a weekday rolls around. Until then, oh my goodness, I wish you peace.